विवेक ओबरॉय ने काल परफॉर्म किया है वो हीथ लेजर का जोकर जो बैटमैन में परफॉर्म किया था वैसे है।
भाई शाबाश तूने कह दिया और हम यकीन कर लें।
Don't mind me, I was sobbing for 2 days because of One Day on Netflix. I highly recommend it, by the way. With just some of the developments I have seen across languages in the film industry, I wanted to speak about the moments which made us just facepalm as viewers. I understand the pressure that comes with being in the spotlight, but these are some of the media interactions that truly showcase celebrities at their worst. Everything ranging from terrible defenses, absurd and problematic requests, rants, and well, the most tone-deaf and off-the-rail statements. So here is Tried&Refused Productions with 10 dumbest statements and replies by Indian celebrities in interviews. Siddharth Anand. I love to see when actors and creators sit with Bharadwaj Rangan to dissect their films post the release. When films don't necessarily meet the expectations of the audience, there is also a dissection of what may have gone wrong in the film, and this is something I saw Lee Jojo's Pillissery try to narrow down regarding Malaikottai Valiban. With Fighter, however, Siddharth Anand had a very odd and weak defense on why the film did not meet its imagined financial potential.
I would say 90%. Who've not flown in planes, who've not been to an airport. So how do you expect them to know what's happening in the air is my dissection. So they felt that this is a little alien.
Referencing the lack of experience in flying in a plane of the majority of the Indian audience being one of the major reasons why they could not connect with Fighter. This statement was reductive and slightly offensive in my opinion. Siddharth further states that it was a new concept and something that does not have any reference, which I feel really disregards the capacity of the Indian audience to consume content beyond the confines of Hindi cinema. Rather than looking from within regarding the beats of the film that may have faltered, the recycled India versus Pakistan narrative, and the terrible marketing attempt by the makers, Siddharth equating the average performance of the film to the lack of life experience of the audience was extremely dumb in my opinion. This actually created a thread called 90% of the audience, which eventually became a meme. Abhishek Bachchan. Everybody talks about the lost potential of Abhishek Bachchan, how the actor could not sustain his great run at the movies from the mid-2000s and somehow was always clouded by the legendary presence and contribution of his father to Indian cinema. Shoes too big to fill for any person. When Abhishek resorted to the mindless ensemble cast films, you could notice his fish out of the water state in public interviews and press conferences, getting into minor arguments with basic questions.
Just asking you, would we see you as a lead in any upcoming movies of yours?
I'd love that, yeah.
As a lead, like a solo actor.
As the only person in the film?
Yeah, as the male lead, yeah.
As the only person in the film, it'll be a very boring film.
One clearly acknowledges what the reporter is trying to convey, but Abhishek, like a broken tape recorder, carries on perceiving it to be cheeky and fun.
As a main lead.
Male, yeah.
So I act like a female right now or what? I mean, I'm not understanding your question.
Shine Tom Chacko. If there are Malayalam movie interactions with the media that I always tune in for, sending clips to my Malayalam subscribers for subtitles, it has to be that of Shine Tom Chacko, a man truly off the rails in several interviews, only behaving respectfully and in a subdued manner when he is in the presence of Mammootty. In a promotional interview for his film Vivekanandu Viral Anu, Marina Michael expressed her experience on movie sets on how there is preferential treatment for the male actors in terms of caravans and bathrooms, to which Shine absolutely loses it.
അവിടെ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റുകൾ രണ്ട് മെയിൽ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റുകൾ തന്നെ അവർക്ക് കാരവാൻ ഉണ്ട് എനിക്കൊരു റൂം തന്നു ബാത്റൂം അപ്പൊ ബാക്കി ചെയ്യുന്ന ആളുകൾ ഞാൻ
In this aggressive tone, Shine makes Marina's statement a sex issue, rather than acknowledging it as the actor's personal experience. The aggressive tone leads to the actress feeling uncomfortable and leaving the interview. I sometimes worry about such aggression in interviews and just the recurring nature of things going out of hand. Akshay Kumar. The argument of whether actors should be conscious of what they advertise is a never-ending one, because most of the actors advertising everything from fizzy drinks to chips to fast food restaurants, due to the physical demand of being in front of camera, they barely use the products that they advertise. Hell, I can bet if they advertise Android phones too, they might be using iPhones. But if you're really taking a stand against the endorsement of harmful products, then you should stick by your word. And Akshay Kumar, who was vocal against brands, has been found to be quite hypocritical with his beliefs. Whether it be pan masala,
मैं आपको बताऊं, मुझे कई बड़े बड़े गुटखा कंपनी के ऑफर्स आते हैं कि करो, और अनगिनत सुनने वाले अमाउंट देने को तैयार होते, लेकिन बात वो उसकी नहीं है.
or even protein supplements. I guess there is a price for anyone. I can only think of Amir Khan, Ranbir Kapoor and John Abraham from Hindi cinema who have not hopped on the pan masala train. Trinad Rao Nakkina. Nothing is more uncomfortable than someone in a position of power making their employee or talent uncomfortable on the stage in the public eye. During the promotional event of his production venture Chaurya Patam, the producer had the sleaziest thing to say to the actress Payal Radha.
ప్రపంచ మా యూనిట్ లో అందరినీ అగ్గు చేస్తుంది కానీ నాకు ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా అగ్గు ఇవ్వలే. నోరు విడిసి అడుగుతున్నా సరే ఇవ్వలేదు. ఎన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ అడిగానయ్యా, ఒక్కసారి ఇవ్వమ్మా, నీ సొమ్మేం పోద్ది, అరిగిపోద్దా తరిగిపోద్దా అని. ఇవ్వట్లా, ఏందో అర్థం కాదు. మళ్ళీ పేమెంట్ కూడా మొత్తం క్లియర్ విత్ జిఎస్టీ.
Imagine compelling an actor that you have hired to at least give you a hug for the remuneration you have given her for her work. These kind of situations make me sick to the stomach, and I hate how the environment is such that everyone believes it just to be playful banter. Sonakshi Sinha. I know everyone can have a brain fart when you are on national television, but nothing beats when Sonakshi Sinha featured on KBC and was asked for who did Lord Hanuman get the Sanjeevani booty. Sonakshi of course thought it was Sita, but what makes it even funnier is the revelation of what not only are Sonakshi Sinha's relatives' names, but even what her house is called.
कि पिताश्री का नाम है शत्रुघ्न. आपके जितने चाचा हैं वो सब रामायण से संबंधित है. मेरे घर का नाम रामायण है.
Sandeep Reddy Vanga. This is not a particular statement by Sandeep Reddy Vanga that makes me say that he said anything particularly dumb or tone deaf, but I just need him to stop. I understand that Sandeep is just defending his baby from all the chatter that is going around Animal, and he has every right to defend it with all his might. But the mammoth success of his film should be testament for him not to give every comment attention, as it's pretty clear that the audience gave its verdict for the film. To reply to Kiran Rao by referencing a sleazy song Khambe Jaisi Khadi Hai from Amir's filmography, or replying to Javed Akhtar by referencing Mirzapur and its profanity, I feel this battle will be never ending, wherein in defense of Animal, Sandeep will be getting into petty arguments with everyone. You made one of the biggest films Hindi cinema has ever seen, and such noise is not worth your time. Chill in your millions for a bit, regroup, and give us a banger of a film next time, rather than going on an interview tirade answering everyone. Anurag Kashyap. Speaking about not giving attention to the noise, I don't understand why some celebrities give KRK legitimacy or attention, so much so that you had an instance where a known legend like Amitabh Bachchan was also promoting one of his websites at one point of time. In the press conference of Bombay Velvet, I could not believe my ears when I heard Anurag Kashyap with such seriousness give attention to a baseless question regarding KRK.
आपको मैं बोलूं, KRK ने आज खुला मुझे दावा किया है कि अगर हमारी फिल्म चल गई तो अपना हथियार काट देंगे. हम लोग उनको एक आइस बॉक्स भेज रहे हैं ताकि हम उनका जो हथियार है यहाँ पे जो म्यूजियम ऑफ इंडियन सिनेमा आ रहा है उसमें हम प्रिजर्व कर सके कि ये KRK जो इंडिया का सबसे इनकॉन्सिक्वेंशियल क्रिटिक है उसका हथियार है.
A statement that actually gives more fuel to the figure to spread the venom about the makers and the industry. Even worse, this statement did not age well for Anurag himself. Rani Mukherjee. In a recently conducted roundtable with Galata Plus, Prithvi, a filmmaker known for his understated and real cinema, spoke about his audition process on how he likes to get people from the streets in order to reflect on the authenticity of characters in his films that represent the majority of the country. He said this is why he urges people to explore Iranian cinema and storytelling that he personally believes is far ahead of Indian cinema.
See, this is why I ask people to watch Iranian films. Watch them, you will see a vast difference between our films and their films. And I feel that for some reason, we are actually far behind Iranian cinema. This is an honest opinion.
This could have just been a personal take of the filmmaker, but Rani Mukherjee countered it by referencing Indian cinema as the best in the world, referencing 12th Fail and the diversity of our country, and refuting the argument that Indian cinema is behind in terms of storytelling.
Indian cinema has a lot to offer, and we actually are the best in the world.
The rant carries on and on, less to counter the filmmaker and his opinion, but more to lecture on the brilliance of Indian cinema. I guess Prithvi felt awkward in not wanting to get into a back and forth debate, but it was just an opinion that, according to me, should not have been taken so personally by Rani. We all love our Indian cinema, but we can acknowledge the brilliance of the stories that come out of other countries too. Abhijit, this is a blast from the past, and in the height of the Salman Khan hit and run case, nothing could be more tone deaf than Abhijit's statement regarding the same. I leave you with the dumbest take of all.
हम लोग सुना करते थे कि सड़क पे कुत्ते की मौत मरते हैं, तो इंसान अपने को इंसान की तरह क्यों नहीं रखता है? एक गरीब आदमी की तरह रहना, उसको किसने बोला कि तुम सड़क के ऊपर सो जाओ?
And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below whether you have some video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.